Hello Pinay Beauties! Welcome back to another video, and today I am doing the perfect palette tag. I know this tag have been around for quite some time now, but yeah, I think it's still pretty interesting to do this tag, and I'm excited to do this. Start off with the first question, best packaging. For me, the best packaging is the Props Tools and Cosmetics palette. It doesn't matter what shadows are inside, but I think the quality of this palette is very well made. It snaps close and it's very sturdy, and given that this is a magnetic palette where you can put in your single eyeshadows, it's still very sturdy. I like the palette. And another palette that I like for best packaging is the Bobbie Cosmetics Spectracular lid palette, just because it's so unique. You have to push this down to open the shadow. So there you go. It has a mirror right here. Here are the shadows, and you can also get a sneak peek of the mirror at the back. So I really like the packaging of this. Number 2, best color payoff, and my winner for that is this Shawill eyeshadow and blusher palette. I am really impressed with the pigmentation of Shawill eyeshadow. So this is my palette, and very light touch. You can see crazy pigmentation. The next question is most versatile, and for me the winner would be the Stila Dream and Full Color palette. This for me is the most versatile eyeshadow palette, just because as you can see, you have, is it 28? Oh, you have 29 eyeshadows, then you have 7 cheek colors at the sides. So you already have your blusher and your eyeshadow in one palette. So I think this is really versatile. And I also like the Reveal 2 palette, just because you get 20 eyeshadows in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matte shades, and then 13 are shimmers. But looking at it, just the first 4 shadows here, that can be used for an everyday makeup look. And then you have your dark shadows, you have shimmery shadows, so you can use this from day to night, to neutrals, to colors, shimmers, all finishes. That's why for me this is most versatile, and I have a tutorial on this palette. I'm going to link that down. Next is best for traveling, and I only have one winner for this, and that would be the Glory of New York palette. This is in number 610. These just have 5 shadows in it, but again, packaging is really sturdy. It also snapshot, has a mirror, as you can see there. You get 5 neutral shadows, then there's also shimmers in here, and then the brush that comes with it, one has a flat side. This is like a synthetic flat side, and the other one is more fluffy for fluffing out the crease color, for blending them out. That's why I think this is very good for traveling. The next question is biggest regret, and my biggest regret would be the NYX Adorable eyeshadow palette, just because it looks pretty in Fury. As you can see, I bought the shadow just for that pink one right there, but it looks okay when you swatch it, but it doesn't really show up on the lids. I mean, and it's not as blendable. The colors are a bit chalky, they're not really creamy. I've heard several similar reviews to the Natural or the Smoky or the Sex Bomb palette, but yeah, they came up with different variants for these 6 shadow palettes like this, but I really didn't like it. That's why I regret buying that one. Best color names. I only have like 3 palettes that have color names in it, but for me, I think the best color names goes to Too Faced Boudoir Eyes palette. This is the Soft and Sexy eyeshadow collection, which explains the names of the shadows. We have Satin Sheets, Birthday Suit, Lap Dance, Garter Belt, Fuzzy Handcuffs, Sugar Walls, French stickler, so I really like the names of this palette. The names of the shadows really corresponds with the theme of the palette, so there we go. Next question is least used, and my least used would be the That's Heart eyeshadow and blush palette. You're gonna think, oh, that's such a versatile palette. The packaging is really cute, the lace details is nice, it also has a mirror, like heart-shaped mirror right there. You get 8 shadows, you have a blush, bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. So you're gonna think this is a really versatile palette, but it's my least used just because I really didn't find it as blendable as my other shadows. I mean, the pigmentation is okay, and then again, some like this pink one, it's not as, it doesn't come up as that pink, it's more sheer. This white here has chunky glitters, and this teal, and it's more like a blue violet color here. It really depends on the season, so you cannot wear this like in Christmas, so you can only wear it in summer. So and I also find that it lacks more matte shades, like a transition shade, so this is the least used for me. Then the last question is most used, most loved desert island palette. Of course, when you're trapped in a desert island, you wouldn't think of an eyeshadow palette. But for most loved and most used, I have 2. First one is the It's Judy Time palette. This is holy grail. This has been discontinued, but I know some of the shops still carry it. Online shops here in the Philippines carry it. If you can get your hands on it, please do. I love this palette to death. That's what I used on my makeup look today. Just look at those shadows. You have your neutrals, you have your colors, pop of colors right here, you have mattes, shimmers. I really love this palette. This is a holy grail. I love it. No words can explain how much I love it, and I am planning to get a backup because I know I've used it a lot and I'm going to be using it a lot. So it's Judy Time palette, and the last one is, this is I think the only high-end. Well, the Stila one is high-end, but that's a gift from my best friend, the Makeup Rebel. Hi girl! But this is also given to me by a reader, so thank you so much. I will not mention your name anymore, but this is the Urban Decay Naked palette. I think this is most used for me, but I barely made a dent. So again, very versatile palette, perfect for everyday. You also have your shimmers and your mattes, you also have colors, but I really like this palette. I mean, for every day, I can come up with a different look for every day of the week. So, make palette. That's it. That is my perfect palette tag. This is a pretty quick video, and I hope you like my picks. I'm going to list the questions down below, so let me know, guys, your answers as well. What is your most used, most loved? What palette do you regret buying? What palette are you not using as much? And if you wanted tutorials on any of the palettes mentioned, just let me know in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Thumbs up if you do, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys!